Hey, welcome. So, today we are going to dive into a super simple but honestly life changing communication trick. It's all about helping you go from that go to people pleaser to, well, a boundary boss. And the craziest part, it all just comes down to the order of your words. You ready? Let's get into it.
Okay, tell me if this sounds familiar. Your friend is running late again, and when they finally show up, you say something like, "Oh man, I was getting a little anxious, but you're probably super swamped." See what happened there? You brought up your feelings, but then you immediately kind of erased them with that little word, but. This is what we call the speech order trap, and it's a sneaky way we end up feeling totally unheard.
But now look at this. Just look. All we did was flip the sentence around. And suddenly, your message goes from being super easy to brush off to something that's, well, pretty much impossible to ignore. Now, this isn't about being mean or starting a fight, not at all. It's about making sure your feelings actually land. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it with this really cool psychological trick. So yeah, this isn't just some random tip I cooked up. It's actually a proven principle in communication psychology, and it's called the but effect. And trust me, once you get the hang of it, it's going to be your new secret weapon for setting those healthy, gentle boundaries you've been wanting. Okay, so the but effect is ridiculously simple when you break it down. Our brains, they're basically wired to glom onto whatever we hear after the word but. It's this thing called the recency effect. We just naturally give more weight to the last thing we heard. So if you put your feelings before the but, poof, they get downplayed. But if you put them after, bam, they become the headline. And here it is in action. Look at the difference. In that first example, the squishy way, all the focus is on them being busy. It basically gives them a free pass and makes your waiting time seem like no big deal. But in the second one, the focus is squarely on the fact that you've been waiting. It makes your feelings crystal clear. It's like drawing a little line in the sand, not to be aggressive, but just to kindly and clearly show where you are. And listen, if you're seeing yourself in all of these examples, please don't beat yourself up about it. It is so not your fault. People-pleasing is a learned habit, It's a behavior we pick up along the way without even realizing it. And today, we're going to start unlearning it together. First, let's just understand where it even comes from. So often, this stuff starts way back in our childhood, or it comes from a deep-down fear of conflicts, because who likes that? Sometimes it's just cultural norms that tell us to be agreeable all the time. Or maybe you're just a super empathetic person and you've got a case of empathy overload. It's kind of like you've been wearing this people-pleaser hat for so long, you've completely forgotten it's even on your head. Every single time you use this little trick, you're sending such a powerful message, not just to the other person, but to your own brain. You're telling yourself, hey, my feelings matter. They deserve to be the headline too. It's this small, gentle act of self-love that, over time, helps you feel so much more confident and whole. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't setting boundaries going to cause drama or push people away? Well, it's actually an amazing way to see who in your life truly respects you. And the benefits of doing this? Oh my gosh, they are so good. Let's take a look. So when you consistently use the but effect to validate your own feelings, it has this huge real-world impact on your mental health. I mean, get this. Studies actually show that simple communication shifts like this can slash anxiety by up to 20%. That is a massive payoff for just flipping a few words around. And here's the part that might sound kind of backwards, but it actually improves your relationships. It's true. Clear boundaries lead to better bonds. When people know where you stand, there's way less guesswork and so much more room for genuine connection and warmth and respect to grow. Plus, your self-worth just skyrockets. Think about it. You stop being this emotion ATM where everyone just makes withdrawals without ever making a deposit. Instead, you become this amazing energy hub that radiates confidence and just attracts more positivity into your life. It's a total transformation. Seriously, these tiny little changes in how you talk can lead to these giant leaps in your personal growth. You'll start to see that a potential conflict is actually an opportunity for real connection. You end up building stronger, healthier, and way more honest relationships. Okay, so you ready to give this a shot? Don't worry, you don't have to be perfect literally overnight. We're going to start with some training wheels on. Here is a super simple 4-step plan to get you going on this journey. First, just start noticing the but trap. That's it. Before you speak, just take a tiny pause and think, wait, what's my real message here? Next, practice doing some mini flips. You can even do this in the mirror. Just rephrase a few old sentences.
Then try to frame your requests in a positive way. And finally, grab a friend you trust and practice with them. It's like having your own little personal coach. And you know what? The most important thing is to have fun with it. Don't be afraid to be a little silly, make up a little song in your head or a rap, whatever. Busy, but I'm antsy. The more playful you can be, the easier it's going to be to make this a real habit.
So, as we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with these 4 key takeaways. Number 1, flipping the order is a powerful act of self-respect. 2, using your voice is an invitation, not an attack. 3, remember that real relationships are built on a shared load, not a one-way sacrifice. And finally, your voice is the soundtrack to your life. It's time to unmute it.
You see, this simple word order boundary isn't just a trick. It's like a soft little manifesto of self-love. It's about letting your own feelings finally unfurl instead of always letting them wilt. So the question I want to leave you with is this. As you go about your day, whose script are you going to rewrite first? Which relationship, which conversation are you ready to change?